Hey guys, this is Dakota the Gamer here with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile update. This time it's for Speedroids. I went to a tournament the other day and I used my DDDs, but they didn't do too well. Maybe for the next regionals in Toronto that I go to, I'm probably gonna use my Speedroids. But that's probably not gonna be for a while, or even another deck. I'm gonna try and get a Blue Eyes deck up and running. Or a couple of other decks like Burning Abyss, anything like that. But let's get right into the Speedroid update. Alright. First of all, I'm going to introduce 3 copies of my Speedroid Red-Eyed Dice. Okay, so I've got 3 copies of him, and basically when he's normal summoned or special summoned, he can target another Speedroid monster and change its level between 1 and 6. Okay, so next card I have is Speedroid Terror Top. When I control no monsters, I can special summon him from my hand, and then I get to draw a card once he's normal or special summon onto the field. Next card I've got is Speedroid Take Tomborg, and I've got 3 copies of him. Basically, if I control Wind-type monster, I can special summon him, and then I can tribute him when I control him on my field to bring out a tuner monster from my deck. Next, I have 3 copies of Speedroid Double Yo-Yo. Okay, so 3 copies of him. When he's normal summoned, I get to special summon a Speedroid monster as long as it's level 3 or lower from my graveyard. Next, I run 2 copies of the new Speedroid Pachinko cart. Just came out in Shining Victories. Basically, once per turn, I can discard 1 machine-type monster from my hand, and then I can target 1 monster on the field and destroy it, okay? Next, I would also run 2 copies of the new Speedroid Den Daiko Duke. And I can banish him from his effect is basically I can banish him from the graveyard, and I can special summon another Speedroid tuner from my hand or graveyard, except for him. Next, I run 2 Expressroid. When he's normal summoned, I actually get to bring 2 monsters with Roy in their name back to my hand. I've got 1 copy of Speedroid Menko. I can special summon him when my opponent declares a direct attack, and then it puts all of their monsters in defense position. And then I have 1 copy of Card D, just for draw power in here whenever I've got a dud or, some bad cards in my hand. So Card D is in there just for some draw power. So basically, I summon it, I tribute it while it's on the field, and then I draw 2 cards, and then it ends my turn, okay? So that's it for the monsters, okay? Next, we're going to go on to the spell cards. Okay, so I run 3 copies of Speed Recovery. Speed Recovery is basically like the Monster Reborn of the deck, as well as like Monster Reincarnation, right? So basically, like, I can target 1 Speedroid in my monster in my graveyard, and then special summon it. And then once this is in the graveyard, I can banish it the turn after it's used, and then I can bring a Speedroid card back from my graveyard to my hand. Okay. Next, I've got 2 copies of Shock Surprise. I can banish up to 2 copies of Shock, or I can banish up to 2 Speedroid monsters, and excuse me, guys. And then I can destroy up to 2 cards on the field. Okay. I have 1 copy of High Speed Relevel. I can banish 1 Speedroid monster from my graveyard and then target 1 Synchro monster on the field that I control until the end of this turn. Change its level to the banished monster's level. Okay. It also gains attack equal to that monster's attack. Next, we got 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, which are pretty essential. Well, not pretty essential. It's an easy staple. You can target 1 spot or trap card on the field and destroy it. We have 2 Dark Holes, which destroys all monsters that both of us control, and I've got a Foolish Burial, which sends 1 card from the deck to the graveyard. Okay. Next, on to the traps. So, first of all, we've got 3 copies of Supercharge. When a Roid monster is destroyed, I can activate this, and then I get to draw 2 cards. So with this, once I actually have my Speedroid Menko out and someone destroyed it, and I had all 3 of these, you can actually activate all 3 at once and then draw 6 cards. I used to do that when I was in a really tough bind, but I really don't find activating more than 1 on a turn is really all that great. But yeah, that's what they do. I've also got 2 copies of the new Re-Die Cycle. I can target 1 Speedroid Tuner monster in my graveyard and special summon it, but its effects are negated. Also, roll a 6-sided die, and the monster's level becomes the number rolled. After that, you immediately synchro summon 1 wind type synchro monster using monsters you control. So let's say I have a Speedroid Den Daiko Duke, which is level 3, and then a Yo-Yo on the field. So I use this. I bring a Den Daiko Duke. My opponent's about to attack. Activate Re-Die Cycle. Bring a Den Duke. Double Yo-Yos still on the field, and then immediately synchro into Clearwing. Okay. Next, I've got 2 copies of Call of the Haunted. Okay, so 2 Call of the Haunted. Obviously, they bring back a monster. When this is destroyed, the monster is destroyed, or when the monster is destroyed, this is destroyed. Then I have 1 copy of Time Space Trap Hole in here, and 1 copy of Compulsory Evacuation Device. All right. Last but not least is the extra deck. I'm not going to go into too much detail with the extra deck because a lot of the effects are really long. I got 1 copy of Clearwing Synchro Dragon. I've got 1 copy of Shooting Quasar. Got 1 copy of High Speedroid Kendama. 1 copy of High Speedroid Puzzle. 1 Formula Synchron. 1 Paralysis. 1 Stardust. 1 Stardust Spark. 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. 1 King Calamity. Red Dragon Archfiend. Red Nova Dragon. And a Trishula. Okay, guys, that's my deck profile for today, and I'll see you next time with another